Hi everyone, I'm Alexia Casale and I'm here with Elizabeth and Katharine Corr to talk about their duology, which starts with A Throne of Swans and A Crown of Talons will be out on the 14th of January next year. But right now, I'm going to do a quick Q&A with them about working as a team. So guys, what's it like to write together with a co-writer, a sister co-writer in your cases? How does it work? What do you actually do to make that happen?
It's mostly good. There are times when we almost want to kill each other, I think, but we haven't done it so far. So, it's this is with our 5th book that's coming out in January, and so far so good. What do you think makes it work, Liz? I would say it's knowing each other really well.
I think the sister part is pretty key to the relationship. That we know too much about each other and each other still too much to fall out with each other in any meaningful way. But I do think it's because we've grown up reading a lot of the same books and subject to a lot of the same influences. So we've got a lot of shared tastes. Katharine tends to like historical fiction more than I do, and I like science fiction more than she does, but there's a whole genre of fantasy that we both love. And I think that's why we write so well together, because despite being totally different people, we've got so many of the same influences and same stories already in our head.
So how do you actually put a page or a chapter together? Do you write alternate pages, alternate chapters? How much do you plan and agree in advance? How does the sort of mechanics of it go?
We always start off with a chapter outline. So we generally have like a broader outline, and then we kind of break it down. And in theory, we then write alternate chapters. In practice, it doesn't always work out like that, because one of us will write faster over some parts, and one of us will decide, the other one will be like, oh, actually, I want to write that bit. And, now I'm on a roll, so I want to keep going with this section. So we kind of fight it out along as we go along. And also, when the story kind of evolves, I would say. So even though we have an outline, it quite often changes, mid while we're doing it. So stuff does evolve, and the characters don't want to do what we want them to do, and that kind of thing. We rewrite each other's stuff a lot of the time, which sometimes causes a bit of friction. But mostly we just get on with it. Have I missed anything anything key, Liz, do you think?
I don't think so. I think we are definitely planners. As Kate said, we'll often go off the plan and end up rewriting each other's work, and somebody would do something she's not supposed to. But we have to have a very detailed plan in the first place. We need to know where we're starting off and where we're heading to at the end, what the end game is, even if it changes along the way. So we're definitely not pantsers?
Yeah,
planners.
I think because we write so much of each other's work, and we're only ever writing so far, we've only really written from one perspective. So that's why it is a seamless voice, because we end up blending what we've both done. And then if there's something we really can't agree on, we let the editor sort it out.
As a tie break. Oh, I love that. So, okay, I'm going to just ask to finish up this little Q&A. What is a favourite moment you've each had from working together? Something that either surprised you, that somebody came up with, or anything about the publishing process of working together that was just lovely?
I think for me, the sort of launch of our very first book, that we were there together, it meant such a lot, I think, to be doing it with each other. And our mum died quite a few years ago now, so it was really nice that we could stand next to each other and say, this is something we've made together, and think, oh, we should be proud of us. So that was nice.
Yeah, I think the very first sort of literary event that we did, which I think was was it Newcastle, I think?
Yeah.
And we were both fairly terrified. We'd never done anything like it, but because we had each other, we were like forcing each other up on stage, and it it was kind of, we felt like we were thrown straight in the deep end, but having your sister there with you made it kind of bearable. So it was a scary but nice event.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you guys so much. So A Throne of Swans is out from Hotkey Books now, and we've dropped the links in the description. So remember to go and order that and get your pre-order in for A Crown of Talons, which is out on the 14th of January 2021. Thank you so much, guys.